Hi guys, welcome back to BleesNews. I know I took a while. I had some technical difficulties, but I'm back. And today I have the official Ann with me. And we're about to get started. So, Ann, tell us a little about yourself. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everything.
My Instagram is the official Ann. My Twitter is the official Ann _ since somebody already had the official Ann. My Snapchat is Ann, the number 4, and then EVA. I think that's all.
Okay, so Ann, what do you do?
I'm a singer and I don't know.
She's Twitter famous, guys.
Sure.
So if you don't know a little background history on Ann did a cover to a Tink song. What was it?
Treat Me Like Somebody.
Treat Me Like Somebody, and Nicki Minaj actually reposted the song, and she just blew up ever since then. She's also famous for her relationship with Kenneth Carter. His Twitter is OGG Ken, right? And we're gonna get into them a little later, but we're just gonna talk about right now. We're gonna talk about her career, how it all got started, and what more we can expect from her. So what are you doing now? What are you looking forward to?
I have an EP dropping soon. I can't give the release date yet, but I will be releasing the cover to my EP. It was done by this very talented artist. He free drew it, and right now I'm just basically working on giving people my music a sense of me, because they haven't really heard lyrics from me. I've just been covering songs, so I need to give them my own original music.
Okay, so how does it feel? You're 16, right?
Yes.
How does it feel being 16? Well, you don't claim to be famous, but you are Twitter famous. And how does it feel having so many people look up to you? Like, just how do you feel about that?
Well, people say that social media isn't really anything, and like followers don't mean anything. But personally, like my followers, like the support they give me, like every day, just going on Twitter or whatever and seeing somebody say that they love you, or like you inspire them, or how much you mean to them, or how much you motivate them to do something that they, at your age, people my age, they're like, hey, you're my age, like, oh my gosh, like you're doing that, like I want to do this, but I didn't know like I could do it and stuff like that. They just are motivated to go ahead and try. So it's an amazing feeling knowing that at my age I could be able to inspire or to show others that you can do it no matter.
Follow your dreams?
Yeah.
How do you keep up with being in school and following your dreams?
Well, like when I travel to Atlanta, sometimes I have to take time off of school, but I also have to bring all my work with me and get it done. I have good grades, so like I kind of really have to balance it. Yes, I do. I really do. And like for example, if I have studio time during the week, I'll like, you know, go home depending what time my studio time is, and then do my work, go to the studio, or go to the studio, then do my work.
That's good. So with this, I'm guessing with this fame comes like some haters. I follow you on Twitter, I watch your new nouns, I follow you on Instagram, I see the hate. So how do you cope with it? How do you deal with it?
Well, most of it I've learned not to reply to, because before I had so many followers, I used to just respond to everybody who came at me. But I learned that if people sit there and find a reason to not like you, it's because you're doing a lot that they can't do, or that they won't do, or they see you're doing something that they're not.
Okay.
So they find a reason to try to stop you from doing that, and that clearly has not worked. So
you're going for the kill, like.
Yes.
Okay. So you and Kenneth, alright, so I'm gonna give you guys another backstory. Ann and her boyfriend Kenneth are both Twitter famous. They're Instagram famous too, but they're more so Twitter famous, and they basically recorded their whole first time meeting on Twitter, and they've gained tons of followers from it. How is it possible to have a relationship that's so open to the public?
Well, it seems open, but to be honest, there's a lot of things like that you guys don't see. Like, for example, if we get into arguments, we're not going to go on Twitter and be like, oh, I hate you, or like this happened or that happened or stuff like that. But the reason now we feel like we didn't know we were going to be this big or whatever, but seeing other people see that it's okay to have long distance relationship. And
how did that all start? How did you and Kenneth start?
Well, I used to be a fan of him. And
what does he do?
He dances.
Okay.
I used to be a fan of his dancing. He made the hookah dance, and ever since I saw it on Vine, I was like, oh my gosh, that boy's really cute. Like, okay. So I followed him on Instagram, and then one day I just saw. How old were you at the time? I was about 15, like had just turned 15, and then I saw that, you know, he followed me back, and I was like, okay. And then, you know, the whole thing, I DM'd him, and we just started talking, and didn't know.
She sent the first DM.
Slide. Like to shoot your shot. But yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people are like, do you feel weird that you started talking to him? And I was just like, no.
So how did you guys like finally meet each other?
When I went to Tampa for a concert, I was in, him and his best friend Tracy drove down to my manager's house, and that's how
you guys met
for the first time.
And how was that? Was it everything you thought it would be?
Okay, so I was waiting for this moment and waiting, and then they were late. So, like, I wasn't ready. Like, when I was ready, they weren't there. So when I wasn't ready, then I just saw two shadows, and I was like, is that them? And then I hid behind my manager's husband. And I don't even know how to explain it. Like, people say it's staged or whatever, but those tears, like, I really, I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't know. Still watching it still gets me emotional because, like.
By the way, their entire video of them meeting is on Kenneth's page, his Twitter page. What is his Twitter again?
OGGKI.
So you guys get to see like the whole thing. I think it's on YouTube too.
Yes, I believe it's on YouTube. On my YouTube.
What's your YouTube channel?
The Official Band.
So you guys hung out that entire weekend.
Yeah.
Your followers were. It went crazy. Like. Everybody I knew. This is when I found out about Ken, because I had already followed you since the Nicki Minaj thing. So I found out about Ken that weekend, and it was just crazy. How did you deal with all of that? That whole weekend, like the girls, the followers, like just him being miles away and finally meeting.
We weren't expecting it. Like I said, like I didn't even know he was gonna record. Like I wasn't expecting anything. So when all of this just started like blowing up and stuff, like going on YouNow and having like 12,000 people watching.
What is YouNow?
YouNow is a live. It's like basically me and Kenneth go live. We can either go live separately or we can conjoin our streams when we're not together.
And you guys are partnered with YouNow.
Yeah,
right?
we're partnerships with YouNow. So it's a broadcast, a live broadcast. You get to interact with us and we see what you're saying and stuff like that.
And the first YouNow you guys did together, how many views did you guys get?
We had 12K. The first
time ever.
The first YouNow.
That's crazy.
At first it was just like people were seeing this on Twitter, and then when I posted the link, they were like, "Wait, they're actually like live. Like, let's go watch them." And then I guess more people and more people and more people.
Crazy.
And then we had to have a time where we just put our phones down because we were so excited. We were like, "Oh my gosh, like this is great." But then we had to realize like the real reason we were there and stuff like that was for each other, not for, you know, paying too much attention to everything that was going on that weekend.
So your followers, right? You have tons of followers. Like, what's the age range? What do you think?
It's everywhere because sometimes I'll have like an 8-year-old Snapchat me, and then sometimes I'll have like a mom with kids Snapchat me.
Really?
Like, it's everywhere, to be honest.
So your life online, let's say your life online for now, your life online changed within a matter of months. How are people from your school dealing with this? Like, how they treat you?
They don't really treat me differently. Like, some people don't even know. You would think that in school I'm like, oh my gosh, but it's just like going to school.
Really?
Like, yeah.
So, like, none of your fans go to your school?
No.
Really?
I mean, there's this one girl, her name's Natasha, but I think she's a sophomore. Yeah, she's a sophomore. She actually wrote me a letter. I put it on Instagram. It was really, really cute. She was just like, you inspired me and stuff like that. Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
So it's not like going to school and everyone's treating you like a princess.
No. I feel like if I went to school like in Atlanta or something, it would be different. But no.
Okay, so Kenneth lives in Alabama, like we said,
Mhm.
and you live in Worcester, Mass.
Mhm.
How do you guys see each other? How do you guys deal with being in a long distance relationship?
Well,
what is the key?
The key is communication.
Really?
Communication is key because if we feel any type of way, if we feel anything on our head, if we don't say it, we're gonna secretly have it. Like, communication is key. We talk to each other about anything. Like, if I feel something, I don't like something, even if it's on Twitter, like, I'll say it. If he doesn't like something, he'll say it to me. Like, communication.
So we're gonna backtrack a little. You said you were 16. What are you?
Kenyan.
All right, so you're an African. I'm African too, so I know your fans are like about your age, and some of them are African, and they're all concerned with how you deal with having a boyfriend and your mom's so involved in your relationship because Kenneth comes over and your mom even lets him stay for like 2 weeks in your house and stuff. How do you like get through to an African parent at this age about boys?
Well, before even boys, I feel like I've always had to get through because like all the acting and stuff, I feel like African parents, like their main focus is get to school, get to college, get a degree, be a doctor, that's just like their line. And it's because we come here, they want us to be successful and stuff like that. But I feel like there's other ways of being successful, like my way, like I want to be a successful musician, actress, so on and so forth. So I just like started like that, like with auditions, I had to let my mom, like, Mom, this is something I want to try because I've been doing it forever. Now with Kenneth, it was just another thing I had to be like, Mom,
another thing you had
there's
to
this
open up
boy.
about.
Yeah, because I mean I couldn't secretly.
And was it easy?
No, it wasn't easy.
So don't think you're just gonna go
and be like
to your mom like, Mom, I have a boyfriend.
And he's coming. Like, no.
So she definitely had to open up to her mom.
And it was difficult for her too, because she was like, "Are you crazy?" Like, no.
Yeah.
But don't think it's just like I'm just this girl who gets to do anything I want, because it's not like that. I had to,
fight for it.
Yeah, and tell my mom, like, really tell her why, because it's kind of crazy. Like, I'm 16 and stuff like that, and for her to be okay with it, she had to not only accept Kenneth. Kenneth had to prove to himself, prove to my mom that, he's a good guy and he has the best of interest at me and stuff like that.
So your mom, back to your mom, she has been your biggest supporter. She's been down for you. She lets you do all of this. How does she deal with you having so much people looking up to you?
The one thing she says is I'm always on my phone, and it's true. Like, if I'm not sleeping, I'm mostly on my phone. If I'm not.
Does she have fans
people,
too? Like,
she'll go to the store and people will stop her and be like, "Your aunt's mom." She'll go to the parking lot. People will go up to her, "Your aunt's mom." Like, she'll be at McDonald's, "Your aunt's mom," and she'll come and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you need to stop putting me on that Snapchat. Everybody's coming up to me," and I'm like, "How do you know?" They're like, "She puts you on Snapchat all the time," and I'm secretly doing it. So these people are ratting me out. But she's just seeing me grow because she's seeing the recognition is coming and like things are actually
that's good
happening.
I'm happy you have a mom that's supporting you, because it's especially, I'm emphasizing on being African because it takes a while for African parents to get
adjust,
it.
Yes.
Because not that they don't get it, but they want the best for their kids, and for them to see that there is money or like happiness on the other side. That's it's not just being a doctor or being an engineer or that's really dope that your mom is really riding for you. So what can we expect from you for the next couple of months? I know you're about to basically graduate high school. Hopefully you go to prom, and because we're looking forward to like dope prom pictures. And what else? Like, what's coming up?
I want to be in Atlanta with my manager, just making moves, making connections, making more music, being in the studio more, because I literally want to live in the studio. Like, I want to be in the studio for hours, go back, be there more, like have more time, more flexible time to chase my dream, do more auditions, because I like acting as well. I actually did acting before I did singing. So just chase after auditions, really go hard at going after my dreams.
And we're not getting a title, we're not getting a date, but there is an EP coming out.
Yes.
So anything else about the EP?
It's called Letting Go.
Okay, you
Yeah.
heard this here first. Letting go. We're not gonna get a date today. We're not gonna get a title, but it's gonna come out soon. So where do you see yourself in the next? I'm not gonna say 5 because a lot can happen.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, I see myself signed to either Atlantic or any big label. I don't want to settle for any underground label. I want a big label. I see myself working with different artists and finding new things about myself musically that I didn't know and I don't know now. I see myself inspiring others to do whatever they want to do as far as the impossible, because everybody tells me all that time it's impossible to be the next this or to be famous or to be a celebrity or all that.
So Kenneth is a big part of this whole transformation, this whole movement. What do you think is gonna happen? I don't want to have you say we don't want to jinx anything, but what do you think is gonna happen with you and Kenneth?
I think.
What do you hope to happen?
I hope that nothing will break us, because he was always there behind the scenes before, even when people didn't know about me and Kenneth. He was there to support me and always to push me, always to share my videos, to tell his friends about my videos, to tell their friends about my videos, to cheer me on no matter what, to push me to do my best. And even when I feel down sometimes, because sometimes these people that negatively come at me do get to me, to tell me don't worry, don't mind them, focus on your end goal. I hate when people say I'm going to leave him when I make it or something like that. Nobody understands that boy. The things you don't see are, I feel the most important. He has to talk to me when all of these people are bashing me. He has to be the one to deal with my emotional depression. He has to deal with me I'm human too. At times I let these people get to me. He has to be the one to tell me not to let these people get to me. He has to be the one to tell me I have to try harder, I have to push, I have to do all this. He's always been behind the scenes before even everybody knew about Kenneth. He was there. So he has to be my mascot. He's a cheerleader for me. I feel like me and him have shared and gone through so much. Throwing away for someone who has more followers, it's not worth it, because they only see me then when I made it. He's seen me through the journey.
Exactly. So in the next 2 years, we can expect Ann to be signed already. The EP will be out. We'll probably have 2 albums out by then. There's still gonna be an Ann and Kenneth. And we can just expect more big things from Ann. And I actually really do think she'll make it. I really do believe in you. And before we end this, Ann's gonna do a little song for us.
Okay.
Just so you guys can get a little peek of what she really does. She's gonna be singing The Way by Kilani.
Okay. All I do is stay up all night, losing sleep over you. All I do is drive myself crazy, thinking about the way you are, way you talk, babe. Yeah.
Okay, you guys got a little sneak peek of what to expect from Ann. This is the 2nd episode of BleesNews. We have the official Ann on Twitter, on Instagram. What else? What's the Snapchat again?
And 4, the number 4, EVA. Don't ask,
and
please.
It's BleesNews on Twitter, Unbelievable on Snapchat,
Lit.
and we're signing off.
Lit.